Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Buzzards franchise here in year number 3. Last episode, it was more of the same story of this season. Offense fought back from a deficit to tie the game, and then the bullpen blew the lead late as we lost to the Nemesis, losing that season series 2-0 as they beat us 8-4, and dropping us to now 3 games out of first place behind the Jacks and the Nemesis. Jacks have a half-game advantage on the Nemesis, despite the Nemesis getting the win, but that's because the Jacks have less games played and they have a better winning percentage. And we will now be taking on the division-leading Jacks in a doubleheader here today in this episode. So expect a long one here, folks. We're going to try and get through it all in one go. On the mound for Game 1, it is going to be Barry Ozone, the number 4 pitcher for the Jacks. No record, a 5.40 ERA and a 2.04 whip. And on the mound for us will be our ace left-hander Jude Hokey, 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA and a 1.41 whip. Lineup for today's game looks like this. Borgner will lead us off in left field, followed by Ian Fielder at third base today as Mustachio is tense. Thurman Colt will bat third in center field. Joseph Trunk will bat fourth. He'll be at first base. Samuel Perez, he's batting fifth. He'll be in at catcher to give Hank Hart a day off. Batting sixth is going to be right fielder Carter Mahoney back in the lineup after fixing his mojo. Batting seventh and starting again at second base is Nathaniel Hurls, as Cardenas is still healing from her shoulder injury. She should be back for the second game of the doubleheader if nothing happens. Batting eighth and starting at shortstop will be rookie Chaim Michael as Fielder moves over to third base. And rounding us out will be the pitcher Hokey for Game 1. Let's get it on. Thankfully, this doubleheader is at home, so we have home field advantage. That might be the answer to all our problems, as the rest of our last 4 games of the season are all at home. Let's see if that is the answer to us making the playoffs or not. At this point, if we do not sweep this doubleheader, our chances of making the playoffs are very low. And if we get swept, our season is definitely over. That much I know for fact. Alrighty, Jack's going to send Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler to the plate first. Let's get it on. On fire, center fielder / Trips leads us off. 375 average, 6 homers, 22 RBIs on the season. Here's a look at Hokey's numbers on the year. Jude, as we know, is 1-0 with a 3.18 ERA and a 1.41 whip. In his 3 starts, he's given up only 6 earned runs, throwing 17 innings, just under 6 innings a start. 20 hits surrendered, 5 of them homers. He has walked 4 and struck out 18 to lead the team. Batting average against is .290 on the year. Let's see if Hokey can finish his season off on a good note. And lineup for the Jacks after Trips, it is third baseman Yo-Yo Yamamoto. Then at second base, locked in is Huffley Buffler. Batting fourth is the shortstop today, Juice Jackson. Batting fifth at first base is Grunt Manley. Batting sixth in right field, Seymour Sox. Batting seventh, catcher Tough Lift. Batting eighth in left field, getting the start, Man and Moon over Bubbles Garcia, who is tense. And rounding us out is the pitcher Ozone. Hokey ready? Here we go. Fastball low, we're underway. Curveball up and in, taken for a strike, 1-1. Change up away, outside, 2-1. Rider down and in. Driven by Trips deep to left field, he got a good piece of it, and it is gone. It is a leadoff home run for Trips, his 3rd homer of the season. 7th, I'm sorry, I misread that completely wrong. And it's a quickly 1-0 Jacks here, after only 3 pitches. Next up, third baseman Yo-Yo Yamamoto. He has contact for his left-hander active here, hitting .387 with 5 RBIs on the season. Change up inside, misses ball 1. And actually, it was after 4 pitches that home run was. Doesn't make it much better, though. Fastball fouled off by Yamamoto, 1-1. Slider at the knees, grounded up the middle. Chaim Michael dives past him into left center. That's going to be a base hit for Yamamoto. That'll bring up second baseman Huffley Buffler, who's locked in. 375 average, 3 homers, 13 RBIs on the year. Fastball at the knees, check swing strike, 0-1. Slider up and in, check swing strike, 0-2. K-man active for Hokey here. Curveball in the dirt, bounces, 1-2. Change up and away, outside, 2-2. Fastball down and in, line to right, over Hurls' leap, that's a base hit. First 3 batters all reach here for the Jacks as Hokey is now tense. That is going to bring up the shortstop, Juice Jackson, hitting .250. 3 homers, 12 RBIs on the year for the cleanup man. First pitch fastball up and in is high. Ball 1. Ball inside, miss outside actually, I'm sorry, 2-0. Change it down and in, out in front of it, 2-1. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 2-2. Came in active for Hokie. Slider up and in, ripped foul. Change up and away, way outside and high, full count. Fastball at the knees, lined up the line, foul on the right side. Do it again. Ball down and in, fouled off again. Really making him work here. Hokie throwing his 21st pitch of the inning already. Swung through it, strike 3, fastball below the knees. First punch up for Hokie. Back to neutral mojo, and that'll bring up Grunt Manley, the first baseman with RBI man, hitting .333. 3 homers, 11 RBIs on the year as Manley looks to do some damage here. First pitch curveball at the knees, low, ball 1. Change up and away, out in front of it. Manley was looking fastball, 1-1. Slider in the dirt, good block by Perez, 2-1. Fastball down and away, low, 3-1. Change up inside, ball 4. First walk for Hokie, and that will load the bases as Manley's now locked in. Got to bring up right fielder Seymour Sox with the bases loaded. He's got a big chance to break the game open. Sox hitting .463 on the year with 4 RBIs on the season. Fastball up, high, ball 1 as Hokie is now tense again. Curveball down, low, 2-0. Change up and in, Sox rips it foul. Fastball middle in, grounded in the hole to second. Earls to second, gets the force. Michael to first, it's laid. RBI ground out for Sox, it's 2-0. That is going to bring up Tough Lift, the catcher, hitting .343 on the year with 2 RBIs. Big chance for Lift to get his 3rd RBI of the season here. First pitch fastball up and in is a strike, 0-1. Ball away, grounded in the hole to second. Hurls dives, makes the stop, gets up and fires. Nice play by Nathaniel, and that ends the inning. Jacks only managed to get 2 out of it, but they get 3 hits, a walk, and 2 runs. Bottom 1, it's 2-0. Bordner, Fielder, and Colt due up. Hokie damn near threw about 30-some pitches that inning, so he's going to have a very short outing at this rate. Bottom 1, Rolf Bordner leads off. Left fielder hitting .326, 1 homer, 5 RBIs on the year for the Buzzards left fielder. He'll be facing Barry Ozone, making his 3rd start of the season. Ozone has no record, a .540 ERA and a .204 whip at the back end of the Jacks rotation. 5 earned runs given up in his 2 starts, totaling only 8 in a 3rd inning, so just over 4 innings a start. 10 hits surrendered, 7 walks, 1 home run given up, 1 walk, a 1-hit batsman, and he has struck out 9. Batting average against .294 on the year for Barry. Rolf ready, here we go. Fastball in there, a strike. Fastball's high this time, 1-1. Heater away, 2-1. Fastball up, fouled off, 2-2. Fastball up is fouled off again, still 2-2. Fastball up and in, line to second, 1 hopper. Buffler fields it cleanly, 1 down on the short hop. Next up, Ian Fielder at 3rd base today, his natural position. First time he's played that all year. Hitting .358 with 6 RBIs on the season. Change up in there for a strike, or screwball. Curveball's low, 1-1. Fastball's inside, 2-1. Fastball at the knees, Fielder pops it up down the right field line. That's a tough play, but Sox is going to get there, 2 down. Next up, Thurman Colt, the center fielder, hitting .474 with a homer and 8 RBIs on the season. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, and Colt jumps on it to right field. He hits it high, hits it far, and it is off the top of the wall, just missing a home run. On his way to 3rd is the Colt. The Stallion gets in there. It is a 2-out triple as he's locked in. Next up is Joseph Trunk, the first baseman, hitting .375, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Big spot to drive in a run to get us back in the game. Curveball hangs again, and I should have ripped that one, 0-1. That heater is high, 1-1. Curveball's low this time, 2-1 the count. Screwball at the knees, line to left center field. That's going to hang up, and it will be caught by Trips to end the inning. As the Buzzards do not score to the second. Moon, Ozone, and Trips 2 up. There's left fielder Manon Moon hitting .222 on the year with 4 RBIs. He's getting the start today over Bubbles Garcia in left field. Backup position for Moon is he's normally patrolling center. First was fastball down the middle. Whiffed on that one rather badly. 0-1. Change it down and in is low. 1-1. Slider up and away. That's fouled back. 1-2 the count. Curveball down and away. Sky ball to right center field. Colt over Ford in the gap. He's calling for it. And makes the easy catch. 1 down. Next up, Barry Ozone, the pitcher, hitless on the season. First pitch fastball at the letters, fouled off. 0-1. Fastball up and in, a strike. 0-2. Change it down in the way, chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. Second punch out for Hokie. 2 down in the inning, and that'll bring up Trips, who had led off the game with a home run. First pitch change it down in the way. That's a strike. 0-1. Curveball middle in. Trips lines it up the middle. Michael leaps to his left, makes a nice catch, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 for Hokie. He desperately needed that one. Bottom 2, it's still 2-0. Perez, Mahoney, and Hurls 2 up. Leading off the inning is catcher Samuel Perez. Backup getting the start today over Hank Hart to give him a day to rest. .538 average on the year for Samuel with 3 RBIs. Fastball outside for a strike. 0-1. That's high. 1-1. That one is low as it bounces. 2-1. Fastball up and in. Perez lines it up the middle. Jackson with a nice diving stop. Makes this play to first. 1 down. Good effort. Next up is right fielder Carter Mahoney, back in the lineup after taking a game off, hitting .240 on the year. Nothing else to speak of. Curveball down and in, line to short, right at Jackson. 2 down. Next up, Nathaniel Hurls, second baseman, has power of his right-hander active here, hitting .538 with 3 RBIs on the season. Change up, 2-seamer low in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball down in the way, a strike this time. Fastball down and in, chop to second. Easy play for Buffler on the backhand, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Ozone. To the third, we're still down 2. Hard lineup coming up for the Jacks, Yamamoto, Buffler, Jackson, and whoever bats 5th. I think it's not Seymour Sox, is it? Might be. Anyway, Yamamoto up first, 1 for 1 today with a single, then scored a run later in the first inning. First pitch curveball at the knees, grounded through the middle. That's a seeing eye base hit. Next up, Huffley Buffler, second baseman, also singled his first time at the plate. He's also locked in. Fastball up and in, inside, ball 1. Slider down, in the dirt, 2-0. Change it down and in, swung through it, 2-1. Four-seamer up and away, line to third, soft roper into left field, a base hit for Buffler. He's now 2 for 2 today. Both leadoff batters on here for the Jacks. And that'll bring up Jackson, who's 0 for 1. Juice struck out swinging his first time up. Fastball down and in, line to short, right at Michael for the first out. Nice play, Rook. Then Grunt Manley, who walked his first time up. He's now locked in. RBI man once again active for old Grunt. First pitch curveball down and away. Strike in there, 0-1. Slider up and away. Strike 2. Tough out activates as well as K-Man for the respective players. Four-seamer up and in. Swung through it, strike 3. Chased it, strike 3. Third punch out for Hokie today. 2 down in the inning, and I'll bring up Seymour Sox, who had an RBI fielder's choice ground out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. This is fastball up and in. Blooper into shallow left field. Fielder going out for it. Makes the catch, and that ends the inning with his back to the infield. Hokie puts up a 0 despite giving up the 2 leadoff hits. Bottom 3, we're still down 2. Michael, Hokie, and Bordner do up. Leading off rookie shortstop Shane Michael, hitting .167 on the year with an RBI, getting the start today at shortstop. Second start of his young career. Ozone already locked in after 2 shutout innings to start his day as that screwball's inside. Ball 1. Fastball up. Michael lines it to right field, but it's going to go right to Seymour Sox. 1 down. Next up is Jude Hokie, the pitcher, hitless on the season. Curveball hangs on the first pitch, and it's skied to right field. Sox in on it. He'll make the easy second out. 2 down, and that'll bring up Borgner, who's 0 for 1, as Ozone's thrown 3 pitches here in the inning. Curveball in the dirt. Screwball just in there on the corner, 1-1. Curveball's inside that time, 2-1. Curveball to knees, ripped on the ground to second. Buffler fields it on a hop, and that ends the inning, 1-2-3. Ozone another clean inning. To the 4th, it's still 2-0. Lift, Moon, and Ozone do up. Tough Lift leading off. Catcher's 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Or no, it was a ground out to second, that's right. Change up away, outside, ball 1. Fastball inside, line to short, 1 hopper. Michael picks it cleanly on the backhand. 1 down, nice play, Rook. Next up, Man and Moon. Left fielder 0 for 1 today. First pitch curveball outside, nowhere near the zone. Fastball middle in, a strike, 1-1. Slider middle in, another strike, 1-2. Change up and away. Chased it outside, strike 3. That was also high. 4th punch out for Hokie today. 2 down, and that'll bring up Ozone, who struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch change up inside, misses, ball 1. Ball at the knees. Line to first. Trunk leaps and makes a nice catch to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Hokie. Bottom 4, it's still 2-0. Fielder, Colt, and Trunk hard lineup up for the Buzzards, looking to break through against Ozone, as we only have 1 hit. Leading off the inning is Ian Fielder. He's 0 for 1 today. Fastball, hard grounder up the middle. That is a base hit. Ian Fielder jumps on the hanging high fastball, and he'll be on to lead off the inning. Next up, Thurman Colt. He tripled his first time up and was stranded at third base in the first inning. Just missed a home run by a matter of inches on a hanging curveball. Curveball at the knees, grounded up the middle as Colt was waiting for it, and that's back-to-back singles on back-to-back pitches to start the inning. Ozone now down to neutral mojo, and that'll bring up Joseph Trunk. 0 for 1 today with a ground out. Or with a fly out, who cares? Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball up, driven to right center field, hit pretty well by Trunk. At the wall, off the wall. Of course it is. So it's only going to be a single, and everybody has to hold, as I thought that was going to be caught. Base is loaded for Perez on 3 singles. He's 0 for 1 today. Hard ground at the short his first time up, as he was robbed on a nice diving play by Juice Jackson up the middle. 2-seamer up and away, caught the corner, 0-1. That fastball's high, 1-1. Fastball middle in, line to left field. That's down in a sinking liner for a base hit, and that's going to move us station to station. RBI for Perez, his 4th on the year. It is now 2-1. Buzzards on the board. Carter Mahoney up next. Lined out the shortstop his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Still looking for his first RBI of the season, and we're in game 12, or game 13 of 16. Got to step it up, Carter. You might be cut. Curveball in the dirt, ball 1. Fastball in the dirt, 2-0. Curveball hangs, grounded to short. Jackson the second one, Buffler to first, double play. No RBI, but we're tied at 2. Next up, Hurls 0 for 1. Fastball, screwball inside, misses, ball 1. Screwball inside, turned on by Hurls and cracked deep to right field. He hits it high, but it's going to die at the warning track. Sox will make the catch to end the inning. Buzzards tied up, though, with 2 runs to the 5th. We're tied. Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler due up. Going to be their 3rd time facing Hokie here. Trips leading off, 1 for 2 with the solo home run at the beginning of the game. Still on fire. Curveball down and in. Line to short, right at Michael. 1 down. Next up, Yamamoto. He's singled twice today. He's 2 for 2. First pitch fastball at the letters. Lined in the hole to second. Hurls dives off his glove into right field. Good effort, but that's a third hit today for Yamamoto. He is 3 for 3. Now to bring up Huffley Buffler, who's also 2 for 2 today with 2 singles. First pitch changeup at the knees. Low, ball 1. Four-seamer down and away. Chopped in the hole to second. Hurls charges. Fires to second 1. Michael to first. Double play, and that ends the inning. Nice job, guys. Bottom 5. We're tied at 2 still. Michael, Hokie, and Borgner due up. Hitting up Shane Michael. Rookie's 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Flew out to right field his first time up. Curveball in there on the middle third. 0-1. Curveball's in the dirt as it bounces. 1-1. Fastball away, lined into right field. That is sinking, and it is down for a base hit. Second hit of the year for Shane Michael. He's 1 for 2 today. Got to bring up the pitcher Hokie, 0 for 1 today with a fly out to right field as well. He'll be trying to bunt over Michael over there at first base. That was inside. I should have not. That's bunted back to the catcher. Wow. Good job, Jude. 1 down, and now to bring up Borgner, who's 0 for 2. Borgner. Check swing low, ball 1. Fastball up and in. Borgner skies at the left center. That's hanging up, though, for trips. 2 down. Next up is the infielder. He singled last time up to start the rally. He's 1 for 2 today. Fastball outside, ball 1. Screwball at the knees, line to right field softly, socks in, makes the catch to end the inning. 1 hit for us, but nothing else. To the 6th, it's still 2-2. Jackson, Manley, and Sox do up against Hokie. Looking for the quality start. Here's Jackson. He's 0 for 2 today. Lined out last time up. He's also struck out. First pitch change up middle away. Check swing strike. 0-1. Hokie now locked in out there on the mound. Fastball low. Ball 1. Ball down and away. Outside and low. 2-1. Four-seamer up and in. Chopper to third. Fielder charges. Fields it and fires. 1 down. Next up is Grunt Manley. He's 0 for 1 today with a walk. Struck out swinging last time up. First pitch curveball high. Ripped into right field. That's into the corner. That's a fair ball. That'll be extra bases for Manley. Rattles around in the corner. Mahoney gets it in, but it is going to be a 1-out double. Manley back to locked in, and that'll bring up Seymour Sox. He's 0 for 2 today. Flew out last time up, and he's also hit an RBI ground out. And he will be pinch hit for by backup first baseman Downtown Upton, who is hitless on the year, looking to drive in the runner. First pitch slider down and in. Ripped foul by Upton, who was looking fastball. 0-1. Change up and away. Fouled off. 0-2. Fastball up and in. Fouled off. We'll do it again. Ball down and away. In the dirt. Good block by Perez. 1-2 the count. Receiver up and away. Ooh, just outside. 2-2. Stone cold take from Upton. Change it down and in. Ripped foul. We'll do it again. Slider down and away. Grounded in the hole to second. Hurls over. Fields it and fires to first. 2 down. As that advances Manley the third. That'll bring up Lift. Catcher 0 for 2 today. Big RBI spot. Can he come through? First it's fastball up and in. Foul back. 0-1. Change up low. 1-1. Slider down and in. Grounded up the middle, base hit. Tough lift will get the job done. As he drives in Manley, it is 3-2. Hokie no longer locked in, and that'll bring up left fielder Man and Moon, who's 0 for 2 today, and tense. First pitch fastball away. That's a strike. 0-1. Curveball down in the dirt. Good block. 1-1. Fastball down and away. A strike. 1-2. Slider up and in. Moon takes it high. 2-2. Fastball up and away. High. Full count. Runner at first will take off with the pitch. Curveball up and in. Moon rips it foul. We'll do it again. Change it down and away. Swung through it, strike three. Fifth punch up for Hokie as he gets out of the jam. Gives up the lead, though, as they score on the RBI single by a tough lift. 3-2 to the bottom of the sixth. Hard lineup up for the Buzzards, though. Colt, Trunk, and Perez as Ozone looks for the quality start. There's Thurman Colt. He's 2 for 2 today with a triple and a single. Coming off the bench to play right field is utility man Hanzo Majiko, as he will replace Upton, who pinch hit for Sox. And Ozone is now locked in once again, as well as Colt. Screwball low, ball one. Fastball low, 2-0. Check swing up and away. We were early on the power swing. I had to let it go. 2-1. Curveball in the dirt away. 3-1. Screwball down and away. Lined at the middle. Dribbler for Jackson. He fires late. Infield single for Colt. He's 3 for 3. Got to bring up Trunk. 1 for 2 with a single. Runner goes. Fastball up. Hit and run on. Jackson dives, and it's off him into center, left center. That's going to be a base hit. Everybody's safe on the hit and run. First and second with none down for Perez. 1 for 2 with an RBI single today. Samuel looking to drive in his second run of the game. Fastball outside, a strike from Ozone. 0-1. Fastball's outside, off the catcher's glove. Ooh, but Lift's got a good arm. We have to retreat. A little bit further away, we take that. 1-1 the count. Fastball high, 2-1 to Perez. Curveball up, lined into center field. That's into center. Trips with the juiced up arm. He's going to try and get Cold. Here comes the Stallion. He's in to slide safely. We're tied at 3. First and second still with none down for Mahoney. Grounded into a double play last time up, which scored a run, but no RBI for him. He's 0 for 2. Curveball away, a strike, check swing. 0-1. Curveball hangs. Mahoney hits it off the end of the bat to deep center. Runners will tag. Trips makes the catch for the first out. Neither of them break for it. Interesting. Okay. I put in the command and they chose not to. Next up, Hurls 0 for 2 today. Flew out last time up. Fastball low, ball 1. Fastball away, blooper to right center field. That's going to hang up and be an easy play for Trips as well. 2 down. Okay, bud. Okay. Got a little too excited. He woke up a little bit. Alrighty. Michael up next. Chain is 1 for 2 today. Rookie looking for his second hit of the game. Fastball middle in. He drives it to right center field. That's a good swing, but it's going to be run down by Trips to end the inning. But we do tie the game up. Quality starts for both pitchers so far to the 7th. Ozone due to lead off, then Trips and Yamamoto. We'll see if they pinch hit. Ozone's 0 for 2 today at the plate. They will not pinch hit. Okay. Interesting choice. Fastball down and in. Fouled off. Out of play. 0-1. Down and away. Chopped at the middle. Michael dives. Off his glove. Infield single for Ozone. He's 1 for 3, and that's going to do it for Hokie here. I was hoping he was going to get that last out for us. Trips due up lead off. Next up, he's 1 for 3 today with a leadoff home run. We will be taking Hokie out after 6+ innings. He gives up 9 hits, 1 walk, strikes out 5 batters. He has a quality start for now, but if Ozone scores, that becomes his problem, and then it's no longer a quality start. We will double switch because he's due to lead off next inning. We're going to take our rookie Chain Michael. We are going to bring in, let's pick the pitcher first. We're going to go with Sebastian Morrow out of the bullpen. We're going to take out Michael, and we are going to bring in Mario Mustachio, who will move to third, moving Fielder to short. Thankfully, Fielder has utility, so it doesn't matter to him. Mustachio is 10th, so he needs to play his primary spot at third base. All right, Sebastian Morrow on the season. He is 1-0, 3.380 ERA and a 150 WHIP. 2 earned runs given up in 3 appearances, totaling 5 1/3 innings. 7 hits surrendered, 1 walk, and he has struck out 8 batters. Batting average against .318 on the year for him. Trips the switch hitter will now bat left-handed, and he has his contact versus right-hander activate. First pitch changeup down and in, inside, ball 1. Fastball down and away is low on the hit and run. 1-1 the count as that's fouled off. Slider up and away, fouled off, 1-2. Fastball up and in, fouled off, still 1-2. Change it down and in. Chop the first. Trunk taps the bag, fires the second. Just late. Fielder's choice. Next up, Yamamoto, 3 for 3 today with 3 singles. Looking for his 4th hit. He does, however, not have his contact versus left-hander, so that might make a difference here. First pitch fastball at the knees. Strike in there, 0-1. Change up and in. High, 1-1. Slider down and in. Low, 2-1. Fastball up and away. Swung through it, 2-2. Change it down and away. Fouled off, still 2-2. Slider down and in. Low, full count. Walk prone active for Morrow. Fastball up and in. High, ball 4. First walk for him. Yamamoto now locked in. First and second with 1 down for Buffler, who's 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Grounded into a double play last time up, which knocked him down to neutral mojo. First pitch slider down. Lined up the middle, that's a base hit. 3rd hit today for Buffler. He's 3 for 4, and the bases are loaded with 1 down for Juice Jackson. Jackson's 0 for 3 today, but 1 hit here will erase that bad day. Let's see if Morrow can get out of this jam. 4-seamer up and away. Strike, going 1. Change it down and in. Lined at the middle. Fielder leaps over his glove into left center. That's going to break it open. 1 run is in. 2nd runner coming around. That's Yamamoto. 3rd runner holds. It's a 2-run double for Jackson. It is 5-3. Hokie loses his quality start as the first run is charged to him, and the second one to Morrow. Manley do up next, 1 for 2. He doubled last time up. He's walked, and he's also struck out. RBI man active for the locked-in first baseman as Morrow is now tense. First pitch fastball down, line to first, right to trunk. 2 down. Next up, utility man Hanzo Bajiko with his first at bat of the game. Defensive sub last inning for the Jacks, hitting .286 on the year. First pitch slider away. That's a strike, going 1. Fastball up and in. Line to short softly. Fielder in, makes the catch, and that ends the inning. The Jacks get the lead back on the 2-run double by Juice Jackson. 5-3 the score to the bottom of the 7th. Mustachio, Borgner, and Fielder do up against Ozone. Mario Mustachio leading off with his first at bat of the game. 10th third baseman's hitting .302 on the year with 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Strike at the letter is 0-1. Curve ball away, outside, 1-1. Heater high, 2-1. Fastball down the middle, skied to right center. This should be an easy play for trips. 1 down. Next up, Borgner. He's 0 for 3 today, still looking for a spark here at the top of the lineup. Screwball low, ball 1. Screwball at the knees, 1-1. Heater inside, 2-1. Curveball down and in, rip the first, right at Manley though, 2 down. Fielder up next, he's 1 for 3 today with a single. Fouled off, 0-1. Curveball down and in, chop the 3rd, easy play for Yamamoto, 1-2-3 inning for Ozone. To the 8th, it's still 5-3. Lift, Moon, and Ozone do up. There's tough lift, 1 for 3. RBI single earlier, last time at the plate actually. First pitch change up away. Check swing outside, ball 1. Fastball up, check swing strike, 1-1. Slider middle in, ripped on the ground to short, right at Fielder. Easy play, 1 down. Next up, Man and Moon. He's 0 for 3 today in tenths. Fastball middle in, fouled off, 0-1. Slider middle away, blooper to center, Colton a few steps, 2 down. Next up, Ozone, 1 for 3, singled last time up. He's now locked in after the shutout 7th inning he pitched. Staying out there to hit as well. Fastball up, high, ball 1. Change at the knees, strike called, 1-1. Four-seamer up and in, check swing strike, 1-2. Slider away, outside, 2-2. Four-seamer down and in, inside, full count. Walk prone activates. Slider middle of the plate, fouled off. Change up and away. Pulled down the right field line by Ozone, out of the reach of Mahoney. That is out of play. Still a full count, we'll do it again. Fastball up, swung through it, strike 3. First punch up for Morrow, that's a 1-2-3 inning. Bottom 8, we're down 2. Colt, Trunk, Perez, due up. Here's Thurman Colts, 3 for 3 today with a triple and 2 singles. He's locked in currently. Facing a now locked in Ozone. Fastball inside, ball 1. Curveball low, 2-0. Fastball at the knees, chopped foul by Colt, 2-1. Curveball up and in, grounded up the middle, diving is Buffalo to make the stop. 1 down, nice play. And a bit unlucky. Next up, Trunk. He's 2 for 3 today with 2 singles as he's locked in. Screwball low, ball 1. Fastball up, line through the middle. Base hit for Trunk. He's 3 for 4. He's now on with 1 down. Ozone down to neutral, and that'll bring up Samuel Perez. Catcher 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and 2 RBIs today. And that will do it for Barry Ozone. He goes 7 1/3, 3 earned runs given up on 10 hits. No strikeouts. I don't think he walked anybody either. He is in line for the win, but the runner at first is his responsibility as right-hander Elaine Munstar comes out of the Jacks bullpen to replace him. Munstar on the year, no record, a 1.32 ERA and an 0.88 whip. 2 earned runs given up in 9 appearances, 13 2/3 innings, 8 hits, 4 walks, and 14 strikeouts to lead the bullpen. Batting average against 167 on the year. Very, very solid year for Elaine. Facing Perez, having a good day at the plate. Pitch out, nothing doing as Munstar comes in locked in. Fastball down and in, turned on by Perez into the gap left center field. No one's getting that one. That's going to split the fielders. And Trunk can fly. He's coming to third. He's coming around. Double for Perez. Trunk scores at his 5-4 as that run is charged to Ozone. He now loses his quality start as well. Carter Mahoney, rookie 0 for 3 today. Big chance to tie the game. Can he get it done? Strike at the knees, 0-1. Munstar no longer locked in. Chased it high, 0-2. Fastball up and in, hard rip in the hole, past the diving shortstop, that's a base hit. Holding a third is Perez, he does not run well, that is a single from Mahoney. Still looking for his first RBI though, he is now 1 for 4. Next up, Hurls is 0 for 3 today. Power of his right-hander active for him. Pitcher slot due up next, let's see what Munstar chooses to do. Pitch to him or walk him. Pitch to him, strike up and in. Inside, 1-1. Outside, 2-1 to Hurls. Fastball up and away. Blooper to left center field. This should be deep enough to score the runner. Trips makes the catch. Here he comes. Perez trying to score. He will. It's a sac fly for Hurls. We're tied at 5. Next up, Morrow. Pitcher going to be pinch hit for. Coming off the bench, the pinch hit is going to be Demi Cardenas, the injured second baseman. Shoulders healed up enough to bat. She's hitting .580 on the year. 4 homers, 12 RBIs. Let's see if she can get the winning run in from first. For a ball away in the dirt. Ball 1. In the dirt, 2-0. Fastball up and away. It's going to be an RBI double for Cardenas. We've got the lead at 6-5. Nice. Alrighty, Mustachio due up next. 296 average, 2 homers, 12 RBIs on the season. Flew out his first time up today. He's 0 for 1. Curveball away is fouled off. 0-1. Peter high, 1-1. Low, 2-1. Fastball up, fouled off, 2-2. Fastball up, driven to center field on the line. That hangs up for trips, though, and that ends the inning. Alrighty, do we leave Cardenas in? Obviously, we're going to go to game. The question is, do we have another person who can play shortstop? We do. Cardenas can play shortstop. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, let's bring in the game. We're going to take out Mustachio and move Cardenas to shortstop and Fielder back to third as Trips is due to lead off. There we go. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Alrighty, the game's numbers on the air. Klaus has no record, a 0 ERA and a 1.13 whip. In his 2 appearances this year, he's gotten 1 save. He's thrown 2 2/3 innings, 3 hits, and he has got a batting average against 273. No strikeouts or walks yet. He'll be facing Trips to start the inning. Trips 1 for 4 with a solo home run back in the first inning. Let's see what he can do here against the game. Fastball down, ball 1. Contact was right-hander, still active for Trips here. Curveball down and in there, 1-1. Curveball middle in. Dribbler to first, right at trunk. Easy play for himself, 1 down. That'll bring up Yamamoto, 3 for 3 today, 3 singles and a walk. Still locked in currently. Fastball up, chased it, 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Driven by Yamamoto to left center. Colt going back a few steps. Makes the catch, 2 down. Last chance for the Jacks is Huffley Buffler. Second baseman has singled 3 times today. He is 3 for 4. First pitch curveball down and away. Check swing strike at the knee is 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. Fouled off as it shatters the bat. 0-2. K-Man activates for the game. Curveball down and away. Way outside. Good save by Perez. 1-2. Fastball up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. First punch out of the year for the game. That's a 1-2-3 ninth inning as he slams the door. Buzzards take game 1 of the doubleheader here. 6-5 your final. Good rally in the 8th inning for the offense, and the closer holds the game. Not bad. Hitless today for the Jacks in game 1. Seymour Sox, pinch hitter, downtown Upton, Hanzo, Majiko, and Man and Moon. Everyone else got at least 1 hit today. 2 RBIs for Juice Jackson, both on a double. Trips had the lead-off homer to start the game. Seymour Sox had an RBI groundout, and Tough Lift had an RBI single. On the other side for us, 3 RBI day for Samuel Perez. He singled in 2 and doubled in 1. He also had Nathaniel Hurls had a sacrifice fly. Demi Cardenas had the pinch hit double to drive in a run. And Carter Mahoney drove in a run as well on a ground-out double play ball, but it doesn't count as an RBI. Not a bad day. Hitless today for us were Borgner, Nathaniel Hurls, of course, and Hokie and Mustachio. GG, thank you, Hoon, thank you. It was a good comeback win for us. We desperately needed it. We got to keep it going in game 2, though. Ozone, 7 1/3 innings, 10 hits, 4 earned runs. He gets no quality start and a no decision as Munstar blows the game. 2/3 of an inning, 3 hits, 2 earned runs. She falls to 0-1 on the year. Hokie, 6+ innings, 9 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 5 strikeouts, and a home run given up. He also gets a no decision and a no quality start as well. Finishes with an ERA at 3.91. Not a bad follow-up sophomore season, but nowhere near the levels of his Rookie of the Year campaign for sure. Still has not taken a loss in his career through 8 starts. Sebastian Morrow gets the win out of the bullpen. 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout. He improves to 2-0. And Klaus DeGame gets his 2nd save of the year when he throws the clean 9th inning, striking out his first batter of the season. Player of the game is Samuel Perez with his 3 hits and 3 RBIs. Following him is Thurman Colt, who went 3 for 4 with a triple and 2 singles. He also scored twice. And then finishing in 3rd is Yamamoto, who had a 3-hit day and a walk and 2 runs scored. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alrighty, well that's game 1. So we took that part. Now we got to take the second part. Got to sweep this doubleheader to stay in the hunt. Will there be any games to sim? There will not. We're going to jump right into the second game, but first, let's look around the league to see what happened. Alrighty. Starting at the bottom. Let's get down there first. Nathaniel Hurls, +2 fielding. Love to see it. Extra playtime for him. Sorry. Anton Goodwood, released by the Overdogs for Fiona Clark. Looks like they've given up on the season. Moonstar's signed Luther Butters. Good for you, Luther. You're going to be replacing Joseph Broseph. Ooh, Broseph got cut again. Well, Moonstar's season was generally over, so I'm not surprised. Atlanta Bixby, released by the Heaters for Alan Ho. They have also given up on their season. Buck Swiner gets +10 contact there on the bench. Might get the start over Mahoney this second game. I mean, Mahoney's not hitting well, so it's not surprising. Rosie Hardman signs to the Heaters, replacing all-star center fielder Jackie Slam. Okay, yeah, the Heaters have definitely given up then. And Hackliner, released by the Wide Loads for Bad Hop Brown. Good old Good Hop. He's going to the Wide Loads. Shame we don't play them again this year, but Hackliner's now a free agent. That's interesting. We'll need to keep a tab on that moving forward. And Stu Burko is cut by the Overdogs as well for Gina Torrens. So bench for bench. Interesting. Cheaper bench as well. So yeah, I think the Overdogs have given up as well. But with that win, we gain a half game on the Nemesis, and we send the Jacks down to second place. Okay, so we are a game and a half behind them. So even if we win this next game against the Jacks, we are still going to be a half game behind them. So we will still be in third place. Alright, let's look at these player development options. This one's alright for Ruby Green, honestly. She's a bench player. She's not going to get a lot of play time. That's a big upgrade for Joseph Trunk, but that is a lot of money. I don't think we're going to get that. I do like this one for Colt. I like this one for Perez. Dumb one for Misano. Decent one for Borgner. Alright, so we're going to go for these two for Perez and Colt. And then we'll get this one for Borgner next time. And we'll just let the other three just, buzz off. So we'll get Perez's first. His is closest to expiring, especially after the 3-hit day. Definitely deserves the upgrade. +2 speed, 1 arm. And then for Colt, 1 speed, and it's up to 95 there, and 3 fielding. I would have liked the 8, but I'll take it. He's up to 40. And we'll get this one for Borgner next game. Okay. Alrighty, so no roster moves. We're jumping into game 2 right away. Here's the pitching preview. It is the ace of the Jacks, left-hander Yolanda Cooper, coming over from the hot corners. 1-1, 3.63 ERA, and a 1.44 WHIP. And then for us, it is the veteran Hiro Misano. 41-year-old is 1-0 with a 1.26 ERA and a 1.05 WHIP. Alright, let's keep it going. Alright, lineup. Cardenas is fully healed. She'll be batting leadoff once again. We're assuming her spot at the top of the lineup. Colt again in center field. He's locked in. He's batting second now. Mustachio due to bat at third base. Probably going to change that. Probably going to put fielder there, as he didn't really hit well. And I need Mustachio to fix his mojo, but I guess we do need our best players out there, so we'll let him start and see how it goes. Trunk will be batting fourth, locked in the cleanup slot at first base. Fielder at shortstop, he'll bat fifth. Buck Swiner starting in left field, he'll bat sixth after that contact boost. Batting seventh in right field, Rolf Borgner is Mahoney. Mahoney did get a hit, but Mahoney's not doing well, so. And Borgner was hitless in the game as well, so if Borgner goes 10th, so I guess we can just sub Mahoney on. Hart is back in the lineup at fully rested at catcher. He'll bat 8th, and Misano will round us out. Let's go. Game 2 coming at you. Let's go for the doubleheader. Alright, let's see how the lineup differs for the Jacks here as this game loads in. It's the exact same lineup as last time, except Bubbles Garcia's in left field instead of Man and Moon. That's the only difference. It's literally the same order and everything. Okay, let's get it on. Flash trips do it first. Center fielder locked in, hitting .358. 7 homers on the year with 23 RBIs. Contact versus right-hander active against Misano. Let's look at the veterans' numbers on the season. 41-year-old Hiro Misano's made 2 starts this season, one with us. He got the win in that start with us. 1.26 ERA and a 1.05 whip. He's given up 2 earned runs in 14 and a third innings pitched, average of just over 7 innings a start. 13 hits surrendered, 2 walks, and 6 strikeouts on the year for Hiro. .232 batting average against is the best on the starting rotation as of this moment. No need to preview their Jacks lineup as it's the same from Game 1, minus Bubbles Garcia batting 8th. Fastball at the knees for a first pitch strike, going 1. Slider up and in, that's ripped into right center field. That is going to be extra bases for the speedy trips. Cole will get it in quickly, thankfully, and that'll only hold him to a double. And now he is jacked. Good gracious. Next up, Yamamoto. Third baseman, 3 for 4 in Game 1, hitting .429 with 5 RBIs on the season. First pitch curveball at the knees. That's a strike, going 1. Two-seamer up and in, inside. 1-1. Change up and away. Outside, 2-1. Four-seamer down and in. That's a blooper to right field. Borgner in on it. Makes the catch, 1 down. Trips draws the throw, but he'll hold it second. Next up, second baseman Huffley Buffler, hitting .396. 3 homers, 13 RBIs for Huffley. He had a 3-hit game in Game 1 as well. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Curveball down and in. Chopper to the right of the mound. Misano fields it, fires to first, 2 down on the fielder's choice. Trips to third on the play, and that'll bring up Juice Jackson, the shortstop. 1 hit in the game. It was a 2 RBI double for Juice. He's hitting .250 now, 3 homers, 14 RBIs on the season. Four-seamer up and away from Misano's outside, ball 1. Change it down and in, inside and low, 2-0. Two-seamer down and away. Line to first. Trunk leaps off his glove. That's an infield. That's going to be a single into right field. Borgner gets it in, but it's an RBI for Jackson. They take the lead, 1-0. Next up, Grunt Manley. First baseman had 1 hit in the first game. It was a double. He also walked. Hitting .333. 3 homers, 11 RBIs on the year. First pitch curveball up and away. Manley rips at the first, right at Trunk, who makes the catch to end the inning. Jacks get on the board with the 2-out single from Juice Jackson, 1-0 to the bottom of the first. Cardenas, Colt, and Mustachio face the ace, Yolanda Koopa. Rookie Cardenas leading off. Second baseman pinch hit in Game 1 with an RBI double, which gave us the win. Hitting .588, 4 homers, 13 RBIs, and she is now fully healed from her shoulder injury she suffered 2 games ago, or 3 games ago at this point. Numbers for Cooper on the year look like this. Yolanda's 1-1, a .363 ERA, 1.44 whip, 7 earned runs given up in 3 starts, totaling 17 in the third innings, which is just under 6 innings a start. 20 hits surrendered, 2 of them homers. She's walked 5 and struck out 16, tying her for the team lead. .286 average on the season. First pitch to Cardenas, fastball up and in, inside, ball 1. Check swing up, 2-0. Fastball at the knees. Cardenas lines it to right field, hits it pretty well, sending Sox back, but he'll run it down. 1 out. Next up, Thurman Colt. Center fielder is locked in. He had a 3-hit game in Game 1. .492 average, 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Change up away, ball 1. Fastball down in the way, outside, 2-0. Fastball middle in, line to short, right at Jackson, 2 down. Next up, Mustachio, third baseman, pinch hit in Game 1. He went 0 for 2. Hitting still tense, hitting .291, 2 homers, 12 RBIs. Change up at the knees, 0-1. Good pitch from Cooper. Fastball up and in, inside, 1-1. Fastball middle away, lined up the middle, left center field. It goes over diving Jackson, base hit from Mustachio. He's 1 for 1 today. 2-out single extends the inning for Joseph Trunk, who had a 3-hit game in Game 1 as well. He's locked in now, hitting .404 with a homer and 8 RBIs. Fastball high, ball 1. Fastball up, lined into right field, but it's right to Sox, and that ends the inning. A couple hard-hit balls for the Buzzards, but they don't score. To the second, it's 1-0. Sox lift, and Garcia do up against Misano. Alrighty. Sox hitting 442 on the year, 5 RBIs. He went 0 for 2 in game 1 and was pinch hit for, but he did drive in a run on an RBI fielder's choice ground out. Slider down and in on the first pitch inside from Misano, ball 1. Fastball up, fouled off, 1-1. You see me down in the way, fouled off, 1-2. Slider up and in, swing through it, strike 3. First punch up from Misano, 1 down. Next up, Tough Lift, the catcher, hitting 333. 3 RBIs on the season. He got 1 in game 1. He only had 1 hit, but it was an RBI single. Gave the Jacks the lead at the time. First curveball down and in, lined at the middle, past the diving fielder. That's a base hit. First hit today for Tough Lift. He's 1 for 1. Ow. Next up, left fielder Bubbles Garcia. He did not play in game 1. That was Man and Moon out there in left field who went hitless, so Garcia was tense. Sat out. He's now ready to be back in the lineup at neutral mojo. He's hitting 313 on the year with 3 RBIs. First pitch, 2-seamer, up and in, high, ball 1. That was a really bad miss from Misano. Change it down. That's low, 2-0. Good count for Garcia here. He's going to get a curveball down and in. That's a strike, 2-1. Taking all the way. Slider middle away. That's line to short. Fielder there makes the catch. 2 down. Next up is Cooper. 167 average. 1 RBI in the year for the pitcher. First pitch fastball in there. Popped up. Shallow right center. Cardenas out. She calls off Borgner to make the catch, and that ends the inning. 1 hit for the Jacks, but nothing else. Bottom 2, Fielder, Swiner, and Borgner due up. Here's Ian Fielder, shortstop, hitting 351. 6 RBIs on the season for Ian. He had 1 hit in game 1. It was a single. Slider away, misses, ball 1. Change up inside, 2-0. Swung through it, 2-1. Change up inside, 3-1. Fastball up, line to second, right at Buffler, 1 down. Next up is Buck Swiner, left fielder, did not play in game 1. He hit in 410 on the year with 1 homer, 8 RBIs. Fastball low, ball 1. He did get a big contact boost before this game, so at plus 10 in that category. He's now at 50 in contact, so he gets the start over Mahoney today. Cutter inside, 2-0. Slider up and away, chopped in the hole. Diving is Jackson on the grass, but he's got no play on the speedy Swiner. It's an infield single, 1 down. Next up is Borgner, 0 for 4 in the first game at the top of the lineup. Dropped down to the 7 hole. He's in right field today as well. Played left field in game 1, hitting 298, 1 homer, 5 RBIs this season. Fastball up and in, chopped the third. This will be a double play. Yamamoto to Buffler 1, Buffler to Manley. That completes it around the horn. To the third, it's 1-0. Trips. Yamamoto and Buffler due up. Here's Slash Trips. Center fielder's on fire still. Hitting 1 for 1 today with a double. Thank God he's not jacked. Whew, I thought he was. First pitch slider at the knees. Low, ball 1. 4-seamer down and in. Low, 2-0. 2-seamer up and away. Outside, 3-0. Big spot here for Trips. Change it with the knees. Rip, foul. 3-1. Ball down and in. Fouled off. Full count. 4-seamer down in the way. Gap, left center field. That's going to be another extra base hit for Trips as he's on his way to second already. It'll be a second double of the game. He's 2 for 2. Next up is Yamamoto. He's 0 for 1. First pitch fastball down and away. Low on the check swing. Ball 1. Change it up and in. Rip foul. 1-1. 2-seamer up and away. Popped up. Foul territory. Hart going over for it. Ball off Misano. 1 down. Next up is Buffler, who's 0 for 1. Second baseman grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. First pitch fastball middle in. Fouled off. 0-1. Curveball at the knees. Grounded to third. Mustachio backhands it, looks the runner back, and fires the first. 2 down. Next up, Juice Jackson. He singled in, trips his first time up. Let's see if he can do it again. First pitch curveball down. Rip foul. 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Inside. 1-1. Change up and away. Liner to right field. Trunk leaps out of his glove. Wagner comes charging. Here comes trips. Throw in is late. Second RBI single of the game for Juice Jackson. Driving in. Slash trips. It's 2-0. Manly 0 for 1 today is up next. First pitch change up down and away. Outside. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Lined up the middle. Cardenas dives out of her reach. That's a base hit. Runner thought about third, but Colt's arm scares him off. First and second, 2 down for Seymour Sox, who's 0 for 1 today. He's tense. First pitch slider up and away. That's a strike. 0-1. Four-seamer down and in. Grounded up the middle. Cardenas dives out of her reach. A base hit. Runner coming around third. Here comes the throw from Colt. Jackson's going to try it. He is he is retreating to third. He's realized he is fucked up. Masano going to tag him out. That's going to end the inning as he is tagged out between third and home as the Jacks run themselves out of the inning. Thurman Colt's arm boost comes in clutch there, but the Jacks get a second RBI single from Juice Jackson. It is 2-0 to the bottom of the third. Hart, Misano, and Cardenas do up. Leading off the inning, catcher Hank Hart. He did not play in Game 1. He took the game off to rest. He's in the starting lineup today, hitting .395 with 4 RBIs on the season. Slider down in the way in the first pitch. Blooper to left field. That's an easy play for Garcia, though. 1 down. Next up is Hiro Misano, pitcher hitting 1 for 5 on the year, a .200 batting average. Cooper now locked in after 2 1/3 shutout innings. Fastball outside, ball 1. Change it down and in, rip foul, 1-1. Fastball up and away is fouled off by Misano, out of play, 1-2. Fastball up, chopped back to Cooper, easy play, 2 down. Next up is Cardenas, so for 1 day for Denny. Flew out her first time up. Cutter up and in is high, ball 1. Slider down and in is fouled off, 1-1. Slider down and in, chopped to third. 1 hopper to Yamamoto. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Cooper. To the fourth, it is still 2-0. Bottom of the lineup up for the Jacks, Lift, Garcia, and Cooper. Tough Lift leading off the inning. He's 1 for 1 today with a single. Fastball down and away on the first pitch, fouled off, 0-1. Change up and away, chased it high, 0-2. The ball down and in. Chopper to short, fielder charges. Easy play to first, 1 down. Next up is Bubbles Garcia, left fielder 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging his first time up. There's his fastball down, strike at the knees, 0-1. Slider up and in, way inside and high, 1-1. Two-seamer down and in, check swing low, 2-1. The ball away. Lined in the left field. Right to Swiner, though. That's an easy second out. Pitcher Cooper due up next. Popped out her first time up. She's 0 for 1, but she is still locked in. Two-seamer up and in on the first pitch. Lift in the left field. That is a base hit. Cooper 1 for 2 today, and that's her second hit of the season. Now to bring up Slash Trips, who's doubled twice today and scored 2 runs. Let's see what he does this time. First pitch change up at the knees. Line to second. Cardenas dives, makes the stop to her right. Fires the first in time, and we get out of the inning. Bottom 4, it's still 2-0. Colt, Mustachio, and Trunk do up against Koopa. Thurman Colt leads off. He's 0 for 1 today with a, I want to say fly out. He flew out. No, he lined out the shortstop. That's right. Cutter away, misses, ball 1. Cutter low, 2-0. Change it down and in, rip foul, 2-1. Cutter up, foul back, 2-2. Slider at the knees, Colt pops it up. Right center field, shallow. Buffler out, he'll call off Sox and Trips. Makes the catch, 1 down. Next up is Mustachio. He singled his first time up. He's 1 for 1 today. Change up inside, a strike, 0-1. Fastball low, 1-1. Fastball up and in, line to center field. That is going to hang up for trips, 2 down. Next up is Joseph Trunk, 0 for 1 today with a fly out. Fastball up and away, outside, ball 1. Fastball up the knees. Trunk rips it into the corner, right center field. He hits that one hard, and that's going to be extra bases as Sox dives as it gets over his glove anyway. Trunk will hold it second with a 2-out double. Runner in scoring position for Ian Fielder. He's 0 for 1 today, looking for his 7th RBI of the season. Ian grounded out his first time up. Cutter away, in there for a strike, 0-1. Fastball outside, 1-1. Cutter at the knees. Fielder to the gap, right center field. That's going to hang up for trips. That ends the inning. To the 5th, we still fail to score. Yamamoto, Buffalo, and Jackson due up. Here's Yamamoto. He's 0 for 2 today. First fastball away. Grounder to first. Right at Trunk on the backhand. 1 down. Nice play. Next up, Buffalo, 0 for 2 today. First pitch curveball down and in. Check swing strike called, 0-1. Slider down and away. Low, 1-1. Four-seamer up and away. Line to third, right to Mustachio. 2 down. That'll bring up Jackson. He's 2 for 2 today. 2 RBI singles to his credit today. And he was thrown out trying to score a run last time on base. First pitch curveball down and away. Outside, ball 1, good eye. Fastball up and in. Jackson checks his swing, 2-0. Two-seamer down and in. Fouled off, 2-1. Change it down and away. Liner up the middle, base hit. Juice Jackson's 3 for 3 today, as that's his 3rd hit. 9th hit today for the Jacks as a team. That'll bring up Grunt Manley, 1 for 2 today with the single. First pitch fastball in the dirt. Good block by Hart, 1-0. Curveball down and in. Manley rips that to the gap, right center field. That's going to get over Colt's head. Lays out of his reach, and that's going to score a run. Jackson will score this time safely on the double by Manley. It is going to be 3-0 Jacks. Manley now locked in, and that'll bring up Seymour Sox. 1 for 2 with a single today. First pitch curveball hangs. That's ripped up the middle, a base hit for Sox. Colt going to try it. Here comes the throw. And that's an RBI single for Sox. It is now 4-0. Liftu up next, 1 for 2 with a single. Sano now tense. Slider down and away. Called a strike at the knees, 0-1. Four-seamer up and away. Swung through it, 0-2. Two-seamer inside. Misses, 1-2. Change it down and away. Chopper in the hole to short. Fielder on the backhand. Fires to first in time to end the inning. Jacks, though, double their lead. It is 4-0 to the bottom of the 5th. Swiner, Borgner, Hart, and then the pitcher slot due up. Can the bottom of the lineup start a rally? We'll find out. Leading off is Buck Swiner. He singled his first time up on an infield grounder. 1 for 1 today. Fastball high, ball 1. Cutter at the knees, 1-1. Cutter down and away, pulled by Swiner into right field. That's an easy fly ball to Sox, 1 down. Next up is Borgner, 0 for 1. He grounded into a double play his first time up. He's currently tense, 0 for 5 here in the doubleheader. Cutter high, 1-0. Cutter away, Borgner flies that to left center field. That's going to be a second easy out of the inning as Garcia's there. 2 down. Borgner now 0 for 6 today, and that'll bring up Hank Hart, 0 for 1. Flew out to left field his first time up. Change up away, a strike, 0-1. Fastball up, swung through it, 0-2. Change up, rip foul by Hart, still 0-2. Fastball up, chopper in the hold. Nice diving play by Yamamoto. That's going to end the inning. 1-2-3 for Cooper. Another 0 on the board. 5 shutout innings for her to start the day. To the 6th, it's 4-0. Garcia, Cooper, and Trips do up. Masano done after 5 innings of work. 11 hits given up, 1 strikeout, and 4 earned runs. No quality start, but he did his best, all things considered. To the 6th, leading off is Bubbles Garcia. And we'll double switch here for Masano. Borgner is going to come out. Carter Mahoney will come in. And we are going to go to Bradley Bowler here out of the bullpen. The game got hurt? What? When did he... Are you serious? So the last pitch he threw to get the strikeout, he blew his arm. Oh, sweet fucking Jesus, guys. As if I don't have enough problems with the bullpen as it is. Are you fucking kidding me? You're shitting me, right? Oh, come on. This is bullshit. All right, well, Bowler's definitely the guy coming out of the bullpen. Let me make sure I actually hit double switch on this one. And we are going to take Borgner out as Mahoney comes on to play right field. He'll lead off next inning. Bowler on the year. 0-1, a 4.66 ERA, and a 1.76 WHIP. 5 earned runs given up in 6 appearances, 1 save recorded. He's thrown 9 2/3 innings, 14 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has walked 3 and struck out 5. Batting average against is .341 on the year. Alrighty, Garcia ready. Here we go. Fastball low, ball 1. Two-seamer at the knees. Garcia chops it to third. Right at Mustachio charges. 1 down. Next up, Yolanda Cooper, 1 for 2 today with locked in with a single last time at the plate. Two-seamer up and away. Line to right. Trunk leaps and makes a nice catch at the line. Nice play, buddy. 2 down, and that'll bring up slash trips. 2 for 3, 2 doubles. Ground out last time at the plate. Grounded out to second base, I believe, if I remember correctly. There's pitch slider up and away. Fouled off. 0-1. Change up and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Two-seamer down in the way. Chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Bowler, and that's a 1-2-3 inning out of the bullpen. Bottom 6, it's 4-0. Mahoney, Cardenas, and Colt due up. Leading off right fielder Carter Mahoney, part of the double switch last inning, hitting .241 on the year. He'll be getting his first bat of the game. He went 1 for 4 in the first game. Cutter inside, misses, ball 1. Fastball in there, 1-1. Cutter away, blooper to right center field. Easy play for Sox, 1 down. Cooper is still dominant, and that'll bring up Cardenas, 0 for 2, looking to break through for her 3rd time against Cooper. Down the middle, I should have swung, 0-1. Fastball up, lined to Manley, 2 down. Unlucky. Next up, Thurman Colt, he's 0 for 2 today, no longer locked in. Fastball away, a strike, 0-1. Fastball put in, blooper to center field, that's in for a base hit. Colt 1 for 3, and that should put him back to locked in mojo. It does. Extends the inning for Mustachio. He's 1 for 2 with a single and a fly out. Go out to center field last time up. Runner goes on the first pitch. It's a pitch out. They thought he was going. Throw down in time, and Colt is nailed. That ends the inning. To the 7th, it's still 4-0. Yamamoto, Buffler, and Jackson due up. And Moto 0 for 3 to lead off. Fastball down and in. Chopped in the hole to second. Cardenas there under her glove. Just out of reach. First hit for Yamamoto today. He's 1 for 4. That'll bring up Huffley Buffler. He's 0 for 3 today. First pitch slider up and away. Rip foul. 0-1. Fastball down and away. Swung through it. 0-2. Two-seamer up and in. High. 1-2. Change it down and in. Inside. 2-2. Fastball up and away. Swung through it. Strike 3. Second punch up for Bowler. 1 down. Next up is Jackson. 3 for 3 today. 3 singles and 2 RBIs on the cards. Singled last time, but he did not drive in a run. First pitch slider down and away. Low, ball 1. Fastball down and in. Swung through it. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. High. 2-1. Fastball down and away. Fouled off. 2-2. Slider up and in. Chased it. Strike 3. Back-to-back Ks for Bowler. His 3rd today. 2 down, and that'll bring up Grunt Manley. 2 for 3. A double last time up, driving in a run. He's also singled. 2 for 3 today. Now locked in. Two-seamer down and away. Outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer up and in. Strike called. 1-1. Slider up and away. High. 2-1. Two-seamer down and in. Line to second softly, right at Cardenas. That ends the inning as Bowler puts up another 0. Bottom 7, Mustachio, Trunk, and Fielder due up. Mustachio 1 for 2 today with a single. gets to continue his at-bat with Colt being thrown out for Thurman. That was his 9th attempt to steal this year. He is now 5 for 9. Slider inside, misses from Cooper. Ball 1. Change with the knees, rip foul, 1-1. Cutter up and in, driven to right center field, hit pretty well, but that's going to hang up for Sox. 1 down. Unlucky once more. Chunk up next, 1 for 2 today with a double. Cutter up, swung late, 0-1. Fastball low, 1-1. Fastball away, line passed. Oh, knocked down by Manley. Nice reaction, so flip to Cooper in time. 2 down. Again, unlucky. Fielder next, he's 0 for 2 today. Change up at the knees on the first pitch, sky to left center. Easy play for Garcia. 1-2-3 inning for Cooper as she has 7 shutout innings under her belt. To the 8th, Sox lift Garcia and then Cooper are due up. Here's Seymour Sox. He's 2 for 3 today. 2 singles and an RBI on the scorecard. Singled in a run last time at the plate. Fastball low, ball 1. The roller now locked in. Slider up and in. Strike called, 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Swung through it, 1-2. Change up down and in. Inside, 2-2. Four-seamer down and away. Low, full count. Two-seamer up. Swung through it, strike 3. 4th punch up for Bowler, 1 down. Next up, tough lift, 1 for 3 with a single today. Slider up and in. Strike called, 0-1. Fastball down. Off the glove, 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Ripped in the hole to short. Fielder dives out of his reach. Runner second hit today for tough lift. He's 2 for 4. Runner first, 1 down for Bubbles Garcia, who's 0 for 3. Fastball down and away, outside, 1-0. Slider down and in. Swung through it, 1-1. Change up and in. Rip foul, 1-2. Four-seamer up and away. Chased it high, strike 3. 5th punch up for Bowler, 2 down. Next up, go on to Cooper, 1 for 3 today with a single. Two-seamer down and in. Strike called, 0-1. Fastball up and away, high, 1-1. Two-seamer up and in. Swung through it, 1-2. Slider down and away outside, 2-2. Four-seamer up and away. Called strike 3. 6th punch out for Bowler as he gets 3 strikeouts in the inning to end it. Another 0 for him as we head to the bottom of the 8th. 4-0 to score. Swiner, Bowler, and then Hart due up. Bowler just set a record for most punch-outs out of the bullpen in 1 outing. That is 6. Buck Swiner due up next. 1 for 2 today with a single. Left fielder looking to start something against Cooper. Anything, really. Hanzo Majiko, the utility man, will take over in left field for Garcia, who went 0 for 4 today. Cooper still due to lead off next. Actually, no, she did bat. Never mind. Strike at the knees, 0-1. Change up inside, rip foul, 0-2. Change up, rip foul again, still 0-2 for Swiner. Change it down and in, rip foul again, still 0-2. Fastball up and in, blooper to left center field. Easy play for Trips as he's in, 1 down. Next up, Bowler. Batting 1,000 on the year, 1 for 1 with an RBI single that he will be pinch hit for. Coming off the bench to do so is going to be Samuel Perez, the backup catcher. Hitting .588 with 6 RBIs on the year. Perez had himself a big game in Game 1. He had 3 singles. He had 2 singles and a double, and he drove in 3 runs, doubling his RBI total on the season. Slider below the knees, grounded to first. Manley himself takes it, 2 down as Cooper's on fire. Next up's Hank Hart, catcher 0 for 2 today. Fastball away for a strike, 0-1. High heater, 1-1. Fastball up and in, hit down the left field line, blooper hanging up. Majiko makes the catch, and that's a 1-2-3 inning for Cooper. 8 shutout innings for her as we head to the 9th. Double switch will be in effect here as we'll bring in rookie left-hander Arjun Greenman. He'll take over for Hank Hart, which will put Perez behind the plate. 4-0 to score. Trips, Yamamoto, and Buffler due up at the top of the lineup, looking for some more insurance. Here's Trips, 2 for 4 today with 2 doubles. Currently locked in. Rookie Arjun Greenman on the hill, left-hander. He's had a rough one. Rookie 0-1 on the year with an 11.25 ERA and a 2.38 WHIP. 7 games appeared in. He's given up 10 earned runs, 8 innings pitched, 16 hits surrendered, 2 homers. He's walked 3 and struck out 8. Batting average against is .400 on the year. Coming into this outing tense. First pitch fastball up and into trips is a strike, 0-1. Slider away, fouled off, 0-2. Two-seamer down and in, chopper foul, still 0-2. Four-seamer up and away, high, 1-2, good eye. Slider down and away in the dirt, chop to the mound, Greenman backhands it, 1 down. Next up is Yamamoto, 1 for 4 with a single. Contact for his left-hander active for the first time today for Yamamoto. Two-seamer inside, ripped in the gap right center field. That'll be extra bases for Yamamoto as Mahoney gives chase. He's going for second. Throw in from Mahoney's a close one, but it's late. Yamamoto's first hit today. Next up, Buffler 0 for 4. Actually, it's Yamamoto's second, I think. Doesn't matter. Anyway. Fastball up and in from Greenman is high. Ball 1. Slider up and away. Fouled out. 1-1. Two-seamer down and in. Inside. 2-1. Fastball up and away. Outside. 3-1. Composed activates for Greenman. Slider down and in. Grounded to short. Fielder looks to runner back. Goes to first. 2 down. Next up is Juice Jackson, who's 3 for 4 today. He's got 3 singles and 2 RBIs on the cards. Slider down in the way. Outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer middle in. Lined past Cardenas into right center. Extra bases for Jackson. It is going to be 5-0 Jacks as they get an insurance run here off Greenman. Jackson now 4 for 5 today. Next up, Manley, 2 for 4, double single and an RBI for Grunt. He is RBI man active now. Specialist active here for Greenman. Slider down and in. Inside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away. Fouled off. 1-1. Two-seamer up and away. Check swing high. 2-1. Slider down and away. Chased it. 2-2. Tough out activates for Manley. Two-seamer up and in. Fouled off. Fastball up and away. High. Full count. Composed activates now for Greenman. Slider down and away. Chased it in the dirt. Strike 3. First punch out for Greenman, and that ends the inning. Insurance run for the Jacks on the 2-out double by Jackson, though. 5-0 to the bottom of the 9th as Cooper goes for the complete game shutout. Mahoney, Cardenas, and Colt stand in her way. Definitely going to need a big rally here if we want to get anything done. Only 4 hits today for us. Mahoney 0 for 1 today. He'll lead off. Cutter away, misses. Ball 1. Cooper still on fire. Fastball low, 2-0. Fastball at the knees this time, 2-1. Good pitch from Cooper. Cutter up and away. 1 hopper to Buffler. He fields the short hop cleanly, 1 down. Mahoney now tense. Now to bring up Cardenas 0 for 3. Lined out the first last time up. Fastball in there at the knees, 0-1. Up and in with it, 1-1. That one missed inside. Changeup's inside, 2-1. Changeup away, lined up the middle base hit for Cardenas. She'll be 1 for 4. Puts her on with 1 down. Cooper down the locked-in mojo, and that'll bring up Colt. Thurman singled last time up and then got caught trying to steal second base. He's 1 for 3 today. And Cooper done, surprisingly, after 8 1/3 innings. They will not let her go for the shutout. They're going to go to the closer, Chico Lapata. I guess after Munstar's appearance last in Game 1, they decided we're not taking any chances. All right, Cooper done, 8 1/3 innings, 5 hits given up, no strikeouts, no earned runs, no walks. Very solid quality start for her. Runner at first is her responsibility. Lapata's numbers on the season. Closer has no record, a 4.76 ERA and a 1.59 WHIP. In his 3 appearances, he's got a save, 3 earned runs given up in 5 2/3 innings, 5 hits surrendered, 1 of them a homer. He has hit a batter, struck out 2 and walked 4. Batting average against is the second lowest in the bullpen at .227. Not a bad year for Chico, but could be a lot better. Colt ready, here we go. Cutter at the knees, 0-1. Fastball up and in, blooper to center field. Down for a base hit. Cardenas draws the throw, holds at second. Colt now 2 for 4 today. That'll bring up Mustachio 1 for 3 with the single. Down the middle with the cutter, 0-1. Fastball inside, chopper to short. Jackson to second, 1. Buffalo to first, double play, and the shutout is complete. Jacks beat us 5-0. As with that loss, we fall to 7-7 on the year, and it ain't looking good to make the playoffs. Let's be honest. 5-0. Jacks dominated us on the mound today. Yolanda Cooper was very effective today. Like, we could not do anything against her. She could do no wrong out there. Misano did his best. He only gave up, I think, 12 hits. But or he gave up 11 hits and only 4 earned runs. But when you're facing someone who's on one, you're kind of fucked. Hitless today for the Jacks. Buffler, Garcia. Majiko never batted. Neither did Lapata. 3 RBI day for Juice Jackson. He had 4 hits. 2 RBI singles and an RBI double. Grunt Manley had an RBI double. Seymour Sox had an RBI single. That's all they needed. We did not drive in any runs today. Hitless today were Ian Fielder, Rolf Borgner, Samuel Perez, and Misano and Carter Mahoney. Only 5 hits among the top hitters in our lineup. 2 for Colt, 1 for Cardenas, Mustachio, Trunk, and Swiner. Rough day at the plate. Cooper 8 1/3, 5 hits, nothing given up. She improves to 2-1 on the year, finishes with an ERA at 2.45. Very solid year for Yolanda as the ace. Next up, Chico Lapata, 2/3 of an inning with a hit. He gets the hold. Misano takes the loss, 5 innings, 11 hits, 4 earned runs, 1 strikeout. Solid outing for the 41-year-old, but nothing you can really do. Bradley Bowler, 3 innings of relief work, 2 hits given up. He strikes out 6 batters. Very solid pitching performance from him. Arjun Greenman continues to struggle. His ERA does go down, but he still gives up an earned run on 2 hits and 1 strikeout in an inning worked. Juice Jackson, lead player of the game, 4-hit day, 3 RBIs, followed by Yolanda Cooper with her pitching performance, and then Bradley Bowler with his relief work striking out 6 batters. Yikes, that is depressing. Well, nothing you can really do about it. Alrighty, let's see how the sim shakes out here. And we'll see what we want to do with the last 2 games remaining in the season, as we are no longer in contention for the division title. We are 3 games out with 2 games left to play. We have no chance of finishing at the top of the division. We're also not going to catch the Jacks with 2 games left to play. So the question is there a spot in the playoffs waiting for us, or are we pretty much fucked? Let's see. Yeah, we did get a split at least. At least we didn't get swept. Good point, huh? Ah, Jesus. Alright, so Nemesis with that are locked in. They are going to make the playoffs no matter what. Jacks are in the same boat, it looks like. Blowfish beat the Sawtooth 6-4. Wide Loads are going to beat the Grapplers. They're now at 6-1. Platypi beat the Beewolves 7-1. Okay, that makes things a little interesting in that division. Alrighty, so we're sitting at 7-7. There's a lot of teams with 7 losses or 8 losses, so mathematically we are still in. We just have to win out. Basically, if we lose our next game, I don't think there's a way we get in. I mean, we do beat a lot of these teams in run differential. I think that's our saving grace, is that we're the only team with a positive run differential at 500 or worse. So there is a way we sneak in as the 4 seed. That's really what we're playing for. We're not going to catch the Jacks unless they lose out and we win out. And even still, they have a very good run differential. Oh, this is getting messy. Oh, God, and we're playing the Crocs, and they have something to play for. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They are hot right now. Well, let's look around the league first. Slip Slaughter cut by the Moonstars for Bella Miette Ball as the their number 2 pitcher is released. And Hank Hart loses 2 fielding. Not what you want to see, but he's still a pretty solid fielder, so nothing too dramatic. Looking around at player development options. I don't like that one for Ruby. Not going to get this one for Joseph. Fielding for Hart, not really a necessity. Not a good one for East Air. That's a chance to lose his trait. Dumb one for Misano. So there's 4 I don't really like. This one I don't really need. I did want to get this one for Borgner, though. So let's go ahead and get this. Gets the 5 power. Good roll there. Up to 55. 1 contact. Love to see it. And the 1 speed, not bad. Alright, no contact for his right-hander, though. That would have been nice to get. Alrighty. Let us take a look at the preview for this game. The final time we play the Crocodons this year. Let me see what status that. Our second time playing them. It is. And then we close that against the Overdogs who swept us earlier this season. Okay. So we need to win both games to get into the playoffs. That's basically what I'm seeing right now. We need to win. We need to win both. Otherwise, we're done. Well, not necessarily. If we can split and make it based on run differential, but that gets really messy. I like to have our destiny in our own hands if at all possible. So, unfortunately... ow. We are in a tough spot. Alright, let's look at free agents, see if there's any good ones that we can, like, afford. That's a big spot there. Joey McFreddy, you say? We could probably afford that. Or, Thurman? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we can afford that, alright. Let's not get too far ahead of ourselves. Let's see what we need. Patch Wilson, okay. That's a solid center fielder right there. I'd go for him. Yeah, that's pretty good. Charlie Lopez, too old. Goodwood's too old. Bigsby, nah. Trisha Lee, nah. Miyoshi, not really. Okay, it's not a lot out there here, offensively speaking. Although Jackie Slam is nice, we can't afford her. Hackliner, same thing, can't afford him. McFreddy, we can afford. Batch Wilson, we can afford. I like both of those options right there. Start both of them. I don't like anyone else below them, so. And then looking at pitching, obviously Javita Pulo still way too expensive, so we're not gonna throw ourselves out there like that. Slip Slaughter just got released. No way we're going to afford him. I do like Maverick McMahon, but we can't afford him. Joseph Broseph just got released. Kendra Kerr is still out there. She didn't have it this year. Neither did Japani, so I don't know why I have Japani starred, but Broseph, he didn't do well in the playoffs, but maybe he'll do well in the regular season. I don't know. Hard to tell. Basically, no roster moves I want to overly make right now, but we'll wait and see. All right, let's set so this is the pitching matchup for the next episode. Taking on the Crocs, who are on a 3-game winning streak. Coming in at 5-7, they're going to send left-hander Maurice Brick to the hill, their ace. 1-2 with a 4.58 ERA and a 1.22 WHIP. We beat the Crocs earlier this season, 3-0, if you remember correctly. And we are going to send rookie Manuel East to the hill, 1-1, 5.82 ERA and a 1.47 WHIP. East coming off his first career victory last time out. Set the lineup here, call it a day. Alrighty, so this is what we'll go with next time out. Cardenas will lead off at second base. Then it'll be Buck Swiner in left field. He'll bat second. Then it'll be Thurman Colt in the 3-hole in center. Trunk batting cleanup at first base, locked in. Ian Fielder will bat fifth at third base. Carter Mahoney in right field will bat sixth. Hank Hart behind the dish. He'll bat seventh. Shane Michael, the rookie, will make his third start of the year. He'll be at shortstop to give Mustachio a day off to fix his mojo. He'll bat eighth, and batting ninth will be Manuel East, the pitcher. Alrighty, got a lot on the line last episode. We desperately need to win out in order to secure the playoff spot. That's something we'll look to next time. But that's going to do it for this episode. A big doubleheader episode. We split with the Jacks. Not ideal, which definitely means we are not winning the division for the third straight year. We are still in the playoff hunt. We actually have the best chance of making the playoffs because we're the only team with a positive run differential outside of those already locked in, which are the Nemesis and the Jacks. Both of them are, I think, locked in at the current moment. So we need to win out, and in order to do that, we have to get by the Crocodons next time. But if you made it this deep in the video, guys, thank you so much. Appreciate the support as always. Leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe to the channel. Until next time, this is the Nasty One, signing off.